couldn't figure out why my car was essentially peeing gasoline every time I went to the gas station. So the filler nozzle from the gas pump, the gas station, would go through here, through this little hole, this trapdoor thingy. But even a tiny amount of back pressure, essentially in this tube that goes to the gas tank, was causing it to leak up here, I believe, because I poured gasoline in and I didn't see any leaks further in. This metallic tube and the small like air vent and bleed tubes that are connected to it, that's like a $45 item on eBay. It looks not super complicated to replace. I'd have to basically just grind off some of these fasteners that hold it in place because they're so corroded. I really doubt they'd come out on there just simply by turning a screw. So anyways, this is like cornflake rust. So I'm just gonna put a tube in, basically just oversized, maybe a muffler pipe tube, have it come into there, and then that'll stop most of the bleed to the ground at the gas pump. Otherwise, I leave a little bit of a puddle at the gas station, not cool. So I did find a nice tube that I'll use. It actually fits in the old pipe. And I'll just give it a couple love taps so it's actually a compression fit into this other one I think is actually not leaking. It was just leaking up here. A little bit of back pressure was forcing the gasoline up out of this rust hole. I took out the, I don't know what you call it, the choke down for the unleaded. Just cut it out with a hacksaw, hand hacksaw. Actually just ripped it out. The hacksaw just gave it a little, weakened it a little bit more with a hacksaw so I could just tear it out. These are like overfill and vent tubes, which aren't there, but they weren't ever, probably for a few years now since that rust hole developed, weren't actually being utilized anyway ever. So go ahead, put my little section of tube in there, give it some love taps for a compression fit with a hammer, and then trim off the excess and see if I'll go fill it up at the gas station, see if my fixture holds. Oh, I also might put a clamp on this just to secure it a little better. So that's my plan. See if my quick fixie job works. It'll be nice. So there's my repair job. I just hammered this. I think it was a coat hanger or something for a closet pipe. It's my temporary fix. I may actually go back and do a real job on this sometime in the spring when the weather's nice and I can work outside. And I did detect a few additional rust holes. So luckily when I hammered it in, those got bypassed. So I can actually feel my pipe bypass these additional rust holes. So that's good. So there's an actual metallic pipe goes down past the last detectable rust hole in this. So that should help. I think that'll help my gasoline problem. Anyways, that's what you call a pretty crude fix, but I think it'll work. At least till sometime in the spring when I can actually get in and service it again. Maybe with a real part.
Mountain Dew Kickstart. Kickstart your day.
Looks like my problem is totally solved. It's running at full blast, not a drip on the ground. Alrighty. Yay for me. Cool. So that saved me 45 bucks. Maybe this spring coming spring I'll actually do a real fix. So I did get the all the way up to the full mark on my gas meter there. And I did see a few drips on the ground that when I hit the full, so obviously not hermetically sealed, or I don't know what you'd say. Gasoline got around my very top of it, so not a big deal though.